What is going on, YouTube? This is Madran Maximum making you another Black Ops 2 video, and today I want to discuss the nuclear medal. Yes, the dreaded, feared, respected, sought after nuclear medal. How to get it, how to earn it, what it takes, and how it feels. Now, while I load up the gameplay, I'll speak a little blurb about it. I went 38-1. This is my first personal nuclear medal. And yes, I did die at the end heroically clutching a grenade. I'll reference the video several times throughout the commentary to illustrate and enhance the points that I'm going to make about the nuclear medal itself. So I'll occasionally reference the gameplay, but this isn't going to be a play-by-play comment. I will, however, mention that I was playing with my friend LyNx. Feel free to drop by his channel. And also, well, before we actually get into the nuclear, a quick shout out to Drifter. He assisted me with my attitude about the game. I watched his Never Rage Quit videos. I watched a lot of his stuff. Unchaining Yourself is another good video by him, and I want to go ahead and take this moment to thank him for allowing me to be in the right mindset when playing the game. So shout out to Drifter. With that in mind, let's actually get on to what it takes to get the nuclear medal. And I guess the first thing that I should say is you're going to get lucky when you get your actual nuclear medal. It's going to happen. There are going to be times when you should have died and you're not dead. But it's not going to pan out like that every time. Sometimes that luck isn't going to be with you. Sometimes you're not going to have that luck, and bad things are going to happen to you when you're on your way to your nuclear. It's going to take some time. 30 kills without any score streak help is quite a feat. It's not easy, or else everybody would have it. Unless you're a booster, and then you have it in. But you have to have pride in your nuclear. In order to do that, you have to do it right. And doing it right is not easy. So notice that you're not going to get it every time when you go for it. So when you go for the nuclear, you almost don't want to go for the nuclear, I guess I should say. When you think you're going to go for the nuclear, you play differently. Abnormally would be a good word to describe that. And when you play abnormally, you're not yourself. And so you don't play as efficiently as you could. So I would recommend just letting it go. Just relax. And play like you normally would play. Now, with the attitude parts out of the way, let's move on to some practical things that you can do to enhance your chances of getting the nuclear. When you're playing, try to pick a game mode and a map that you can work well with. Try to pick a game mode that can provide ample time to get your nuclear, while at the same time not compromising your play comfort. So for me, it's domination or hardpoint. Not so much headquarters. I'm not very comfortable with headquarters. I feel headquarters can actually provide a lot of time for you to get your nuclear, but I don't like headquarters. I don't know how to play. So I know how to play domination, and I know how to play hardpoint. I know how to play standoff, and I know how to use SMGs. So right off the bat, everything is stacking up in my favor. I have an SMG. I've got my map that I want. I like standoff a lot. I've got my game type, so everything is starting to stack up. And you want to do the same. Now with that, try to also use your weapons and your assets to your playstyle within the map. For example, I have an MP7 quick draw fast map. I'm not going to charge out into the streets or, go and buy the tanks, try to headglitch the tanks. I'm not going to run out there by their spawn because I don't have an AR. You're going to see me stick mostly to bottom ground, the two alleyways on the map. Occasionally the stables, maybe if I'm feeling ambitious, and green, which is where I'm at right now, for those who don't know the callouts. Now, because I did that, because I contoured my weapons to the map and to the game type and to how I want to play this, it allowed me to be successful. So remember that. Contour your weapon to the game type and to the map. Now, the other thing you have to remember is that you want to play kind of conservatively if you are going for a nuclear. You'll see me occasionally, duck behind boxes and calm down behind corners and just kind of be more hesitant than usual. You don't want to be too hesitant because that will get you killed staying in one place for too long. But you want to just hesitate enough to understand that a nuclear is a big thing, and if you die once, you're in. That was that bit of luck I was talking about, that little episode right there. Probably should have died, but that luck kicked in. So, moving along, the next thing that you want to ensure You'll notice right now I have 6 bullets in my SMC. That's not a whole lot of ammo. In fact, you'll see me both rounds have something like 6 or 8 bullets, and I'm just going to waste them because I know that if I try to kill somebody with 6 rounds, I'm going to run out of ammo and I'm going to get killed. So that's where that backup weapon kicks in. You have to have a backup weapon unless you're running Scavenger. Now, I personally don't run Scavenger on my nuclear classes. I feel like Scavenger is less useful than it was in Modern Warfare 3, simply because in Black Ops 2, you don't start out with that kind of extra ammo, and that's not going to benefit you as much as using something like an extra attachment or an extra perk. That's why I don't run Scavenger, and I can just scavenge off enemy weapons. For example, that round was the Remington, next round's going to be the AN-94. And I'm sorry for the beautiful wall picture that's about to show up. Treyarch doesn't know how to transition from rounds, so it is a very beautiful wall. I did enjoy the woodwork on it. It's grandma's house well. The other thing that you need to know about the nuclear is your teammates. You have to look forward to the teammates, your friends that help you. Your LyNx CG is right behind me. He's got my back. He's got that wall that people can hop over. Now he's going to get my gas station and that alleyway. He has my back. He is my friend. And, you know, shout out to him. Visit his channel. He's a great player, great guy. He's got plenty of interesting videos. I would definitely give his channel a shot. But that's what teammates are for. You know, if you have people, ask them to help you. He ran support for me this whole time. He ran UAVs, counter UAVs, that whole thing. So, you know, use your friends. That'll help you. If you do this nuclear thing alone, you probably won't get as far as if you had somebody that knew what they were doing and could help you out. You'll notice right here they're going to spawn like crazy. Now, instead of panicking and charging out there and trying to kill every single one of them, I just systematically picked them off. Now, I had the orbital VSAT to help me out, but I still managed to get out of there alive. And I also had a bit of luck there taking that many vector bullets. See how everything that I'm saying is starting to come together? The luck, the strategy, running your class the way you should, it's all kind of tying together. And the thing that you have to realize is that when you get close to your nuclear medal, you're going to get shaky. I didn't even realize it until I was 11-1, or 11-0, excuse me. And that was because of my teammate LyNx who pointed that out. Now, when I get to 27-0 with that AN-94, I'm going to be shaking. I mean, I was going nuts. And the amount of adrenaline rush that you get can sometimes hinder your performance. It's a lot easier said than done, but sometimes you just have to tune it out or channel it to your focus. Because shaking like that, getting all excited, is going to be for nothing if you end up wasting all the bullets on some guy because you got excited and then having him turning on you and killing you. That's not what you want. So, I would definitely recommend slowing down the closer you get, but not slowing down too much to where you stop. With all that said, I personally feel that I've kind of just glazed over this, so I'm going to go ahead and give a recap. First things first, with the attitude segments of how to get the nuclear, try not to go in expecting one. Try to realize that a nuclear is a hard feat to get, and that you're not going to get one every time. Unfair events are going to happen. And also realize that a nuclear is just a very hard feat, and if you pull it off, you will be extremely excited. You are going to feel buzzed. Once you get it, you're going to be screaming, kicking, jumping. It's going to be a lot of fun. So the practical side, then, is going to be contouring your class to the map, contouring your class to the game mode, making sure you pick the right game mode, the right class for the map. Again, you don't really see me run out in the middle very much. I'm always around the edges of the map, surprising the enemy. Remember your teammates. They're important. They're there to help. And also realize, in the miscellaneous kind of category of all this, is that luck is going to be there to help you. If you do manage to get your nuclear, you're going to get lucky at least once or twice. It's already happened for me twice in this video, and the fact that I no longer have a primary weapon testifies to the fact that unless you're running Scavenger, you're going to need something else. If I hadn't found that AN-94, when I had found it, I don't know what would have happened. All plays back to the luck, I guess. So, I really wish that there was a set way you could do it. I really wish there was a process you could follow, a guide that you could get, but this is as close to a guide as you're going to get, and I personally think it's the best guide you're going to get. That could be a bias from my video, but I feel like there really is not a set way to do this. Some commentators out there, they say, this is the way to do it. You have to use this, you have to do this, you have to run here, do that, shoot this specific way, play this specific way. But I don't feel that that's the right way to go about getting a nuclear. I feel that the best way to do it is to just be yourself and play the game to enjoy it, not to get the nuclear, not to get the medals or the trophies, and to just play it, just to have fun. When you do that, the nuclear will come to you naturally. When everything just naturally kind of flows together, that's how you're going to get the nuclear. When your playstyle is flowing together, when the map is flowing with you, it's all about the flow of things. There's my death, by the way, heroically clutching the grenade. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and my personal tips. And feel free to like,